Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I'm super excited to get into this topic today. This topic is about why you should not care what other people think. We live in a society where, believe it or not, nobody actually cares what you have going on unless what you have going on is going to motivate them, is going to inspire them, is going to drive them in order to reach success. Nobody really cares what you have going on. And truth be told, a lot of people would probably rather see you fail than to see you succeed. And it's not that everybody wants to see you fail, it's just that more people would be more honed into seeing you fail versus the people who care whether you succeed, and then there's going to be a larger majority who don't care that you're succeeding, which is perfectly fine. But there's just more people who would rather laugh at your financial disparity, laugh at your inept ability when it comes to finances. They'll laugh at your inability to provide and gather resources rather than support, rather than uplift, rather than get you up. And so we live a life where, for the few who do support us, or for those who don't, we want to show them off. We want to tell everybody and show everybody that we are in the best positions possible, that we are doing things that no one else has ever done, that we are living the life that is worth living. And honestly, it's just keeping people broke. Honestly, it's just keeping people poor. For example, people are taking trips all over the world. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have the money and that they didn't work hard and that they shouldn't go on these trips. Absolutely not saying that. If you worked hard, if you want to go ahead and enjoy your life and go on a few vacations, absolutely take advantage of that and go do that. In fact, in November, I'll be going on a vacation. I believe we're going to Colombia, me, my cousin, my brother, and a few others. We're going to Colombia to enjoy my cousin's 30th birthday, big 3-0. And, I'm already saving for that now. It's not that I don't already have the money. Of course I do. But I don't want to dig into my money to pay for this trip. And so I'm even working extra hard so that not only do I have the money for the trip, but I'm not touching any of my savings, any of my investments whatsoever when I do these things. And I still have the time of my life and I still enjoy myself, but I'll probably be a little bit more tired than most because I worked a little extra hard in order to ensure that none of my savings get touched for things like enjoyment. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. And so I say all this to say we live in a society where sometimes people will do things at the detriment of their own financial well-being. You'll buy a car that you can't afford, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 a month. You'll buy rent to apartments and rent the apartments out that you can't afford, $2,000, $1,800, $1,600 a month before utilities and everything else. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should be in something. A lot of the times now, I am still in a younger generation. I'm 26. And so people who are under 30 may be getting an apartment for the first time. We're highlighting things like apartments. And I understand that if you're in New York, it may be a lot more difficult to get something like an apartment versus get a house. But I never really highlighted living in an apartment. And I did that in college. I did that after college. And it's not until I got my first property that I actually posted it and that I tried to show others, hey, I'm excited about this thing, similar to when I graduated. And this is what I'm doing currently. But we're showing off the fact that we have these vehicles with payments, or we have rent that we're paying to someone else, just to say, oh, I live by myself, or I live alone. No. When people ask me, for example, when I was single, when people would ask me, oh, do you live alone or do you live with your parents? I'll say no, but I have roommates. And truthfully, it's my house and I'm house hacking and I'm making money. But I don't go and I don't just tell people, hey, it's my house, and you know, I'm making X, Y, and Z. I just say no. I have roommates, and I wait for them to kind of tell me what it is that they're feeling, what it is that they're thinking. But in all honesty, I've never really been rejected um, based on having roommates. And I think it's mainly due to me being 26. I think when I hit 30 plus, it would, if I was in the dating market, it would be a little bit more difficult to explain that. But I think that's the value of starting young as well. Um, but don't hate me because of it. But yeah, I think one thing that we have to separate is honestly caring what other people think. If someone said, "Ew, I can't talk to you because you have roommates," that is so beneath the standard of living that I'm trying to be at, or I can't believe that you don't live on your own for whatever reason, without actually knowing that I'm, doing what I'm doing financially. Um, that's absolutely okay. It's not my job to explain it to them. It's not my job to let them know that I'm actually financially successful and that I'm doing well for myself. It's not my job. If they didn't really truly want to get to know me, then that's absolutely okay. If they've already written me off before we've gotten started, that's absolutely okay. You see, I'm not here to explain to you why you should be in my life, whether you're a friend, whether you're a someone who's trying to get into a relationship, whether you're a colleague, business partner, or just a partner in general. Maybe you want to be my gym buddy. Whatever the reason may be, it is not my job to explain to you my whole entire life without you actually taking a true interest in trying to get to know me. And so I always start off with vague things like that because it's truly not important whether I have roommates or not, unless you're trying to move in. And so uh, I say this because I think this is probably the number one reason why people don't get wealthy as soon as they should, don't get rich as soon as they should. And it's because they want to go out to every party. They want to be at every event. They want to be invited everywhere. We're social creatures. We want people to want us everywhere. We want people to include us in things. And when I'm not included in certain things, it can feel like, hey, they didn't think about me. Hey, they didn't really want me around or involved. But that's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay to not be invited to certain things. It's absolutely okay to not be involved in everything that's going on. It's absolutely okay to say, you know what? Hey, if you didn't want me around, that's perfectly fine. I'm doing just fine all by myself. And, we have to have a mentality of it's not personal. It's not personal if somebody doesn't think about you or hang out with you that day. It's not that they didn't want to. Maybe they just, decided on doing something completely different. Whatever the case may be, like, we all have our reasons for whatever it is that we do. And let's just make sure that we're doing it for ourselves rather than for other people. Because we don't live for other people. We live for ourselves first. And then we can branch off into helping others. And in order to help others, we must first help ourselves. We can't teach someone else to fish if we don't know how to catch fish, right? We can't teach anyone to make money if we don't know how to make money. So you have to discipline yourself. You have to focus yourself in order to teach the generation behind you and with you how to do the things that it is that you're doing. And so I appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning in. I hope that this has inspired you to take and put yourself first rather than others, even if it's for the short time. Sometimes a little bit of a little bit of selfishness goes a long way into helping you change your entire life. Sometimes it takes that being locked in for 6 to 7 months to a year in order to truly transform your life. And that's the beautiful thing about life is that it doesn't take too long for you to really achieve everything it is that you need to achieve. Um, a lot of people think 2 years might be a long time, but it's really not. It's life changing once you get the ball rolling and get started. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and Rumble, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.